All right. Sticktalk, baby. Welcome.
Alrighty, gang.
Let's
We're
get
back
sticky.
in, none of that.
It's going to be one of those episodes.
Oh, boy.
We're here with
dive
Dakota.
right into it. Yeah, we're back
got
in
it.
our home setup at Grand Cathedral Cigars. We did some episodes in London, and just it's nothing like home, you know? And so we're here with Dakota Robertson. Appreciate you being here, bro. Wrongs to right.
That's me. That's
Wrongs
the pen
to
name.
right.
Yeah.
That's the pen name. And so, bro, my first question for you is, what is money Twitter? Because I feel like every time this question gets asked, there's never like a clear answer on how to describe what this space is.
It's a collective of degenerates making money online and giving esoteric takes,
Nice.
pretty much.
And so how do you find money Twitter?
Oh, it's fucking awesome. I mean, it's crazy because there's, you got all the, like, political Twitter, you got furry Twitter, you got all these, like all these like different sections of
There's
Twitter.
a furry Twitter?
There is furry Twitter. Don't ask me how I know that. I've been down some deep rabbit holes.
bro.
No, but it's cool because it's a section of Twitter where we're indoctrinating young kids into making money online. It sounds fucked, but it's true.
One of our guys was like, "Yeah, I had to fire my appointment center. He's 15. He wanted to like ride his bike all day."
It's like, yeah, let him grow up first. He's like, he's not working hard enough. I'm like,
Bro, it's summer.
He
Like,
wants to play Minecraft, bro.
What is this shit? You gotta hit your KPIs, motherfucker.
the best when you talk to an 18-year-old who's doing like 20K a month, they're like, I'm such a fucking loser.
Dude.
Like, bro.
It's
I had
nuts.
$2 to
18
my
years
name
old.
at 18.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I look at like J.K. Molina. This dude's like ripping hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, and you're like, holy shit, I'm 25, and I'm like, what? Like I just feel like a loser, It's crazy. But then you like talk to your friends outside of Twitter, and like, yeah, man, I like fucking struggling here, just trying to make like $2K a month. And you're like, holy shit, I don't know. It's
brokey.
yeah, it's so
Chill.
there's
Come
such
on
a
now.
disconnect. There's such a disconnect between like money Twitter and then reality because I don't know, you're exposed to all these different high level people and you're like, fuck, I only made fucking 20K last month. I'm so broke.
Yeah.
So how did you actually find it, though?
Okay, so I got involved in crypto in 2018. I was just throwing all my fucking paychecks into crypto, working 12, 14 hours a day. In the
12 to 14 hours a day.
Yeah, oil and gas industry. I was an electrician because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I'm like, I'm just gonna follow my brother's footsteps and make money while I figure it out. So I just threw shit ton of money into crypto, and to keep up to date with the news, I was on Twitter because that's where all the degens are.
Yep.
And it was September of 2020, and I stumbled across Dan Go and Dan Co, the dynamic duo, double Ds. And I kind of got like a little bit of an intro to money Twitter from there. And I stumbled across a course on how to grow a Twitter account. I was like, oh, that's interesting, $40 for an ebook. And I just said, screw it, I'll give it a go.
A Dan go?
Dan goes.
No.
Give it a
I'll
Dan
give
go.
it a. I ain't giving
I
Dan
told
Go
you,
a
bro,
go.
we're gonna be a
I'm
little
sorry,
bit-
Dan, if you're watching this. You're not my type.
Other guy in Miami though.
Yeah, but I went through the course and started posting online, all that shit, and just absolutely horrible, like cringe content I was posting. But eventually learned the ropes and started growing and got indoctrinated.
Wait, your
that
shit's
way.
not
That
cringe.
first
You're
account,
not
what
cringe
would-
anymore though.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. You're like, oh, I used to post cringy stuff. I'm like, hold on.
Not safe for work.
That first account, was it niched down to anything? Or like, what were
It
you
was called,
what were you
dude,
tweeting
it was
about
called, it
exactly?
was called Philosophy of Fit, and it was like going to be a philosophy and fitness account. And I don't know what the fuck was going on.
more
General
like
self improvement.
Stoicism. And
Yeah, like
lifting weights.
Yeah,
and
like
how many
wisdom.
eggs can you eat in a month?
Yeah, but no, I only grew to like 750 followers in 3 months, and it was like, okay, this shit ain't working. And then this dude comes onto the scene. He's a copywriter, and he just grows to 1,000 followers in 30 days. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's this guy doing? Hop on a call with him, talking to him, great guy. And he's just telling me he was in the same spot I was in a year ago. He's posting self-improvement stuff, really broad, and he wasn't growing. So he just ditched Twitter, started studying copywriting stuff, and then he started posting actionable stuff on the timeline with copywriting. And that's when it kind of clicked to me. It's like, okay, I'm trying to be valued by other people, but I'm not giving value. So I got to pick an actual skill and kind of like teach people what I'm learning, sharing that kind of stuff. So I restarted my account February 2021, and I rebranded myself as a writer because I've always been decent at writing in school, and I had an interest in it. And yeah, so grew to 1,000 followers in 40 days. And I went hard though, because I quit my job. I quit my job at Domino's in December of 2020, and I dropped out of college. I was in my second year of college, and I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm just going to make this work no matter what. And yeah, so pretty much burned the ships and just started like being obsessive with Twitter and studying writing, copywriting, all that stuff, and just commenting a shit ton and just throwing shit at a wall, see what sticks. But yeah.
Would you say you were a naturally good writer, or did you just kind of train that muscle over time?
I think I had a knack for it. Like throughout school, I did really well with it, and I just didn't enjoy it because the stuff they make you write about in school, it just has to be 2,000 words and all that. It's
So
like,
stupid.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
MLA format. And
Yeah.
the things they focus on.
Citations.
Are correct.
100%.
So
Yeah,
Creates all the
So useless.
It takes all the creativity out of it.
100%. Yeah, it's no fun. Like, I don't know. But when I started writing on Twitter, it's like, oh, this is fun because I can talk about ideas, share what I'm learning, all that stuff. So, yeah, I found I really excelled once I had the freedom to talk about whatever and post shit posts and
So I kind of
crazy
look at
shit.
you as like the king of Twitter ghostwriters, like the leader of the pack. So I have to ask you a question on behalf of your community.
Yeah.
Why are there so many ghostwriters who have no followers who will reach out to people saying that they can grow your Twitter account when they can't grow their own? Like, where does that audacity come from?
Well, first of all, it's low barrier to entry
Yeah.
for ghostwriting. And it's kind of sexy, you know? Oh, ghostly. He's got the name Ghosted. It's like kind of mysterious. Spooky ghost. But it's like, I don't know. It's just low barrier to entry. And people like, oh, I can post content online. Growing an account, though, you don't need that. But I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Like, especially with ghostwriting. It gives it a bad name. Like, I want to try to find, like, some different positioning, like, different name other than ghostwriting because it's got kind of a bad rap with the fucking people saying that they're ghostwriters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I feel that.
Yeah.
One thing you were starting to get into there was how you grew your account to 1,000 followers in 40 days. And you were saying how you're just going hard, posting a bunch, commenting on other people's posts. Are those the same, like, inputs that you'd recommend to someone today to grow on Twitter?
Yeah. And not even just Twitter, but Threads.
Wait, what did you
by
say?
Mark
Threads.
Zuckerberg.
What was
The
that
Threads
again?
app from
One
Mark
more time.
Zuckerberg.
An Instagram app.
Instagram
TikTok.
app. Andrew Tate. Just hitting all the SEO.
We're greasing the algo. So we're hitting the keywords. So that's what that is.
So you had
About
dinner with
Threads.
Alex Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, and Tate was there. So
And Trump. What?
They're actually all on the
2023.
board of Threads.
No, but like it was yeah. So I started commenting like 20 to 40 times a day, and because I was trying to grow before, and I was growing maybe 5-10 followers a day, and then my buddy Adam, he was growing quite aggressively at the time, and I was talking to him, and he just casually mentioned, yeah, I'm commenting 100 times a day.
What?
I was like, what the fuck, 100 times a day, and that's when I realized like, oh, I just need to put a lot more volume than I thought was necessary.
Yep.
So I was like, just fucking going ham. with
What's the
comments.
split there when you're trying to grow a new account? Are you commenting 80% of the time and just posting 20% of the time, or like what's that balance usually look like?
Yeah, so the way I break it down is this is true for all social media. There's two parts of growing. So there's there's content. So you got to make sure you got good content. But if you have great content but zero distribution, like no traffic on your content, it doesn't matter if you have the best stuff in the world. It's like putting whipped cream on dog shit. It's not going to matter. So you need content and you need distribution. And distribution comes in the form of comments. So you can comment on people's posts that have the audience that you want, and you'll get some traffic that way. Or you can buy retweets. You can buy comments if it's LinkedIn. You can buy story shares if it's IG from people that have a larger audience, and that will get exposure to your content. And basically, when you combine those together, you got the traffic and the content. That's when you have the kind of formula for growing aggressively. Yeah, yeah.
What would you say, just going nicher on like the commenting strategy specifically? Because I feel like a lot of guys just go in there, like in the comments, and they're like, I'm commenting on all these people's posts, and you look at what they're commenting,
Oh
and it's
my
like,
God.
this is awesome. Like, thanks so much for sharing.
No, the
Fire
worst is when
emoji.
someone just rehashes exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It's like at Grand Cathedral Cigars, like, oh, I love Grand Cathedral. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, please.
No,
God.
but yeah, like the way I look at it is you're just talking to a bro, you know? You're not being robotic, you're not rephrasing shit. You're like, oh yeah, dude, like blah blah blah, and like this is kind of my experience with that. Or I like the yes and framework from improv, you know? Someone says something, you yes and you add to it.
Yeah, you have to add to the conversation.
Exactly. And the thing that does the best is stories or anecdotes where you could say, this is my experience with this, and you kind of give like a little snippet about into your world, your story, all that. And that's what gets profile clicks because people are interested in people. They're like, oh, what the fuck? That's kind of interesting. I'm going to click on that guy's profile and check out what he's about. So anytime you can do that with comments or regular posts on social media, that's huge. Like stories, transformations, stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like one of the ways that I grew early on Twitter was through like just finding Twitter bros, like you mentioned.
Through
right?
me, motherfucker.
Pipe down, bro. Pipe down.
Yeah, I'm a retired ghostwriter. 1 for 1. I'm out.
Come back, bro, please.
I gotta come back. Yeah.
But yeah, one of the ways we grew early on was through just establishing like just an alliance of Twitter bros to like push our content with retweets and whatnot. And so for you, like back when you started, who were like some of those guys that helped you to just boost your posts and retweets?
So yeah, we did a engagement group early on. So George 10, copy grammar hippie,
How did that guy get so big?
fucking wrote a lot, dude. He wrote a lot of threads.
He's also a great writer.
He
Great
is.
writer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very conversational writing, really engaging. Studied him a lot. So him, a lot of the people we started out with, I think he's the only one that's actually like
Still there?
consistent. Yeah. But we have another guy, George. There's a bunch of people I can name, but yeah, there was probably a group of 20, but like 95% of them fell off. They weren't consistent.
Wow.
That's the biggest thing. You just got to like be consistent, and if you just be consistent over a period of 1 to 2 years, it's impossible not to grow. Unless you're a
Yeah.
potato, but
There's
a lot of
Unless you're a
potatoes.
potato.
So I want to talk about, you're living in Panama right now. Is that full time?
Yeah, right now.
So
yeah.
what's the move behind that? Tax play,
Yeah.
weather, girls, beach.
Yeah,
Everything.
taxes.
All the above.
Taxes is a big one because Canada, you just get wrecked, and it was kind of a preemptive move. Like, okay, I'm going to be launching new offers in the future and scaling that up, so I want to really establish my tax residency somewhere else. And the big appeal, though, with Panama is you only have to spend 1 day out of the year there, and you can keep your residency. So I can go
What?
travel wherever. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
So I can go travel wherever, and as long as I have my residency there, it's like you only got to be 1 day. So that was big. And then the same time zone as Eastern Standard Time, which is great. What else? Latinos, that's always a plus. And
Latinas.
I've never really heard anybody choose Panama, though. It's usually like
Yeah, Dubai.
Paraguay, Dubai,
Yeah.
other places like that. Like,
Yeah.
what sparked the Panama? Was you just like on
so-
Twitter, like, oh, this seems cool. I've read a thread about
Well,
it.
I hired a consultant, Bowtied Globe. He's a G. Would recommend. He presented me with all the options, and the big appeal with Panama was it's a flight hub, too. So I don't gotta I could get a direct flight to Miami or wherever. So that was a big appeal. And
What do you
0%.
mean? That is Miami, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I was in Panama for like 8 hours on a layover. No, like 2 hours on a layover. It was pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a cool place.
Interesting.
How do you go from 8 to 2?
I don't know. I already told you guys I'm in the gutter right now.
Brain is not working.
But
8
dude,
hours,
I
no
was
food.
I was flying over the land, and it's just like such a culture shock, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the poverty level there is like crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I was in Costa Rica for a couple months, but the people are so happy there. Like they have no money, they're living on a shack with like metal walls, and they're just like the happiest people.
That's what I noticed when I was in Vietnam. Same thing, man. Vietnam, Thailand, all those places, like they're just super happy. You know, and then you look at the average person in Canada or America, they're just stressed out of their mind and
Yeah,
fucking.
That's why quality of life is such a weird statistic.
Yeah.
Because if you look at anything, measurable, they're going to say United States, these developed countries have the highest quality of life. But people are miserable. Like the person in the U.S. making like 60 grand who has a boss they hate versus the person in Panama who has like his own like local fruit stand. Yeah. He's way happier. So like who actually has a better life? I guess in your experience being down in Panama versus what part of Canada were you from?
British Columbia, near Vancouver.
What's the biggest difference with the people around?
Definitely the people in Panama or Latin America in general, they're very like extroverted, very forward, and very direct, and they like to party. They fucking go crazy, man. They got this thing called a Chiba bus where you go on. It's got stripper poles and music, and you got like 40 people on it. They got a bartender, and they're just driving around like crazy, dude. The music blasting. But yeah, people in Canada, it depends where you go. I find the colder the weather, the more like closed off or like introverted people are. It's kind of weird. Where I'm from, Kelowna, it's like California in the summer. A lot of like partying, shit like that. Like influencer types there. But
Why do you say it like that?
You're an influencer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a creator.
But he prints cash from his audience.
No, but yeah,
That's the difference.
Yeah,
I went to Banff last summer. That was the most beautiful place I've ever
Oh,
been
dude,
to.
yeah. I haven't even been. Driven through it, but it was like that
You
place.
gotta
was
go.
like Narnia.
Are you like into nature or not really?
Oh yeah, I like nature. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, traveling's crazy, bro.
Pop a couple mushrooms.
Yeah, 13,
I love
bro.
mushrooms. Yeah. Well, mushrooms is a weird one because you don't know how that's gonna go sometimes. The way I put it, LSD, you're driving in the front seat. You're like, okay, cool. Mushrooms, you're in the back seat. You're in the trunk sometimes. You don't know where the fuck you're gonna go. I've had some trips on mushrooms.
What do
bro.
you mean by that?
Oh man, so like I react very well with psychedelics, I found. But what really trips me up is if someone else has like a bad trip or they're starting to have a bad trip, that's when I start like, oh shit, am I having a bad trip? So for example, I did when I was 16, I did 4 grams of mushrooms with my brother. And
Is that a lot?
Yeah, it was a fair amount. Yeah, they're strong mushrooms too. So
Like
I'm
some
with
portobellos or?
yes, the portobello. But we did like 4 grams of mushrooms each. I did it with his girlfriend who never did mushrooms before. And dude, like 30 minutes into it, my brother's he did the weirdest noises. He turned into an NPC, like legit turned into an NPC. He was making the weirdest noise. He was like start laughing, and then he'd be like, "Woo!" I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And it just got stranger. So we were like an hour in. We were supposed to watch this movie, and we were like, "Okay, we're just chilling on the couch and stuff." And turn on this movie, and then he grabs the chips. And he just fucking rips it and like chips everyone. I'm like, Clayton, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, destruction. And that's all he said. It was destruction. And then he's like looking at me. He's like, where's the cocaine? Where's the ecstasy? I want to do backflips. I want to fly. And he just kept repeating that. You couldn't even have a conversation. He just kept repeating that. I was like, holy shit. And then he says something that just shook my world. And he looks at me. He's like, I just shit my pants. And I don't know if you guys have done mushrooms, but that's the last thing you want to fucking hear when you're starting to trip balls on mushrooms. Is someone shitting their pants. And I look at him, I'm like, dude, no.
No.
So, no, man. No. I'm like starting to peak on mushrooms. Yeah. So it was like a picture like the horror music as you're like walking up, like the suspense. And I go over and I grab his pants and I open it and I slowly look in and there's no shit, thank God. So I'm like, dude, we need to get you to the bathroom ASAP. You're not shit. I'm not cleaning up shit. Like, this is not my I'm not doing this. So we take him to the bathroom and he's just like literally on the toilet. We're sitting on the toilet and I'm sitting on the floor in the bathroom with his girlfriend and we're just having a miserable time, like tripping on mushrooms. He's just like trying to shit.
Wait, it was her first time?
It was her first time.
she
Like,
doing
welcome
good?
to the rodeo.
Yeah.
It's like, this is
So I'm like, fuck this. Like, this is crazy. So I probably sat in there for 2 hours, and then I just
what a situation for her. She's sitting there, her boyfriend's making mud pies, you're sitting there on the floor in the
dude.
toilet.
But wait, it gets crazier. So
Wait, let me just make sure. Audience check. Are you guys getting value from this or what?
Pure value.
Like and subscribe.
Play
like
back
us.
3 minutes in case you missed that gold nugget that his brother dropped. That
It was a brown nugget. No,
It's like that's like the most PG story I had from my childhood.
No, but I call my girlfriend at the time. Like, hey, can you pick me up? Like, this is a shit show. Like, quite literally. Yeah. So she picks me up, and I'm at her house now, and I'm chilling, and I'm good for a bit, and then
Violence.
I'm kind of thinking like he's fucked up. I'm like, am I fucked up? It's like, no, I'm good. So I go to the bathroom, take a piss, and then I'm washing my hands. I look in the mirror, and I'm like, holy shit! Like I look pretty old. And then that's when the gears start turning in my head. I'm like, oh fuck, I just lived my whole life. I'm in a nursing home right now.
Oh my god.
And my girlfriend's like my care aide. Like, I have Alzheimer's. Like, I legit thought I had Alzheimer's. I thought, like, I can't remember living my whole life. Oh my god, holy fuck! And it was literally the most anxiety I've ever experienced in my life.
And it felt real?
It felt real. And I would remember, like, oh fuck, I have Alzheimer's, and then I would it was like changing a channel, and then I would kind of forget, and then I would remember, oh fuck, I totally forgot I had Alzheimer's. And it was just that loop for like an hour or two. And I remember the anxiety peaking, and I was in this room, I was lying down, it was dark, and I was listening to the record playing as my girlfriend turned on a record. And
That's like the most mushroom shit ever.
Dude,
having a record playing.
yeah, it was fucking weird. It was trippy. It was trippy. I can still like remember it, but I remember I was sitting there and just peak anxiety. And
Am I old?
Yeah, dude. And I literally thought I was on death's waiting room, and I thought I was in a hospital bed, and I thought, oh, I'm up next. Like my queue's getting called. I'm about to fucking die. And my anxiety just peaked. Like I legit thought I was about to die. And I was probably like 5 minutes like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then I just accepted it. And I was like, you know what? I can't change it. You know, my time's up, whatever. And that was the most blissful moment of my life. It was an ego death. And it was just so like tranquil. I don't know if that's the proper word, but I just felt so at peace with life. And I was like, you know, fuck it, whatever, I'm good. And that's when just like everything melted away. And I just came down off my trip. And I remember having such a deep appreciation for life after. Like it was 2 a.m. and I'm just sitting there like, I just sat on the couch and I was just like trying to process everything. And I just sat there. I was like, fuck, like holy shit, that was a roller coaster. And I just made some waffles and I'm like, I love waffles. I'm gonna make a fucking waffle right now and enjoy this. I just had such a deep appreciation for life. But after that experience, I didn't fear death as much. Like, I don't want to die, but if I die, it's like, okay, whatever.
You
That was
made
at
peace
16.
with
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That was when you were 16.
16, dude. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
So none of us, or I don't know if Christian has, but I know that me and Andre have never really done psychedelics, mushrooms, anything like that. I honestly just wanted to tee you up for that exact reason, for hearing that story. But one question I have, like just, you know, watching Joe Rogan, consuming different shit online, there seems to be like a benefit for people who are in the creative space, entrepreneurs. Have you seen that with like psychedelics actually like playing a role in your professional career? And like, has it helped you? Has it hurt you?
Oh, 100%. Like, I see psychedelics as a tool. Like, you can build shit. You could build a skyscraper with tools, or you could hit yourself over the head with it. It's all how you use it. But yeah, I used to be very socially anxious, and that gave me a really big reframe on how I view myself and my place in the world. So that's been huge for me, and that's translated to business, right? Because I mean, if you're socially anxious all the time and just in that stressful state, you're not going to think clearly, you're not going to take opportunities, you're just going to be to yourself, all that stuff. So yeah, it was very huge for my personal growth and for business, creativity, all of that, and just getting clear on things going forward, and even like resolving shit in the past. You kind of step out of your normal day-to-day thinking, and you can analyze, oh, like, why do I think that? That's not useful. Like, let's cut that out, you know? So it's been a
Super
powerful tool.
interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to conceptualize when you haven't actually experienced it.
Yeah.
And so like I'm just like thinking through like what is that like? Like when you say it helped you to like get more crystallized on what your place in the world is? Like, I guess, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so recently I went to Costa Rica and I did ayahuasca. So I've always kind of wanted to do it. I've heard about it. I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty crazy. Like, that's the final boss of
that's like a step up
psychedelics.
from my
Yeah,
friend. Yeah.
dude. Yeah, it's pretty intense. So, yeah, I went to this retreat. Shout out to Holos. Really awesome place. Yeah. I asked my base spiritual friend. She recommended that place. So it was a 7-day retreat. Went with my buddy Talon and my buddy Dale, my roommates. And it's 12 people total on the retreat. And that shit was crazy. That was the most transformative experience of my life. Because it wasn't just, oh yeah, we're just gonna do a bunch of drugs. It was like, no, we're actually gonna like talk about our experiences and do activities together and stuff like that.
Did you have like a shaman guiding you?
Yeah, we had a shaman, Karen. She was great. She was actually a
That's
biologist.
like the last name.
Yeah, I
would've
know, right?
expected.
I was like, oh shit. No, but
I
she's
thought you were gonna say like, you know, the Great Rafiki. Or something like that.
no, she's based.
Karen.
She's actually from the U.S., but she moved to Costa Rica 30 years ago. She's a biologist, and she started working with ayahuasca and all, going to the ceremonies. Then she like felt called to ayahuasca and all that, and she eventually became a shaman. And man, the experience was amazing. Like the first day, what they had us do a thing, because we also had this psychologist or therapist, I don't know her credentials, but Lauren Taus, and she was kind of organizing a lot of the activities. But she had it so very first day, we walk around this room and you can't say anything. You just look each other in the eyes, and you just stand there, and it was really uncomfortable. Like probably
I did this recently. It was the most uncomfortable
fucking
thing
hated
ever.
it. I
For
hated
10 minutes, we had to pair up with someone and just stare into each other's eyes for 10 minutes.
yeah,
It was like the most uncomfortable thing
I hated
ever.
it. I absolutely hated it. My face was going red. I'm like kind of sweating.
I kept laughing. I
Yeah,
couldn't hold
yeah,
like a straight
dude.
face.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Should I be serious? Should I smile? Like,
2 minutes in, you like fake throw a punch. 2 for flinching. This is some great guys.
no, but it was a lot of like uncomfortable shit, you know,
Yeah.
especially as men, just being vulnerable like that. But it was very good. And but ayahuasca, when we did it, so we did it 3 times over that week. And first night, we don't know what to expect. Like we're building it up in our heads. Like some people shit, people throw up, people have bad trips and all this shit. So I'm like, I don't know what to expect. And they give you this diet to follow for like a month beforehand, just so your body's prepared.
Wow.
And so Dale, he followed the diet. Talon, he kind of followed the diet. Me, I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, fuck this. Like, I'm not giving up my.
What was the diet? Do you
So
remember?
no caffeine, no diet soda, can't eat red meat, no
out.
sex.
Yeah,
That was part of the diet too. You can't have sex, stuff like that. I was like, fuck that. Like, I cut out caffeine just as good measure, but
good measure.
Caffeine, diet soda, and red meat. That's like 90%. That's like the base of my food pyramid.
yeah, no protein powder. I was like, no, that's not happening. I need these gains. So I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, I didn't follow this diet at all. Am I just gonna get absolutely ass fucked? What's going on here? So the way we have the ceremony set up, so it's a big like open dome outside, and it's you all sit around the dome. You're all spaced apart. No one talks to each other. You're not supposed to talk to each other. And we have these like beds with these chairs, and you go up when you're called, and you take the shot of ayahuasca, and we call
It's
it
just like liquid or
yeah. So we called it jungle teriyaki because it was legit like the consistency of molasses, and it kind of tasted like teriyaki. It tasted like shit though. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like the first time I was like, oh, this ain't bad, and then you start drinking it more, and you're like, oh my god, this is terrible. But so we all take our shot, and for the first 30 minutes, you're just sitting there in silence, and it's dark, and there's just no light. You're just all sitting there waiting to like come up on the trip. And I'm sitting there, and my buddy Talon's right next to me, and 15 minutes in, and I see him grab his bucket, and he's leaning over. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna throw up already. Damn, that's crazy. And then he starts like twirling the bucket. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on?
He just jumps in and disappears.
Well, he was saying the ayahuasca was telling him to get in the bucket. And he's like, look, I don't know how to get in the bucket.
Oh my god.
And so he's twirling this bucket, and then he stops, and he's holding the bucket. I'm just looking over him. I'm not even feeling anything. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And he proceeds to put the bucket on his fucking head. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Like, this is going to be a wild trip because this shit lasts like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, like he's already like fucking gone. I'm not feeling anything yet. So he just puts the fucking bucket on his head because the ayahuasca told him to get in the bucket. That was his way of doing it. And then, but dude, like, that was crazy shit. So they also have a band, and there's this guy called Cosmic Surfer Dave, some Australian guy that just gets high all the fucking
Surfer?
Yeah, some Australian guy that just gets high all the time at these ceremonies and like plays for the music and shit. But man, that first night, I just like dealt with a lot of childhood shit. I grew up without a father. Like, he just decided to smoke some crack and dip.
Damn.
But dude, growing up, like, it was pretty fucking hard for me. Like, just feeling so alone and just not having that father figure and just feeling so worthless, and mom's working all the time and just a bunch of shit. Just, I used to be fat too, like a little chubby chunker, and just very socially anxious. But basically, the ayahuasca, I could feel all those feelings like come back up. And like I could actually just like emotionally feel it. And I started going to therapy November of last year because, like, not because I was in distress or anything. But like, oh, probably good to talk about shit. And one thing that came up that he suggested is like, you need to like feel that feeling, you know, like as you were as a kid, and like kind of mend that shit. I'm like, I don't even know how to do that, you know. But when I was on ayahuasca, it just came naturally. And it was like, oh shit, like I'm just like feeling this. Like, it's just feeling that how fucking alone I felt as a kid, and how hopeless and helpless a lot of this shit felt. And man, it was like there's me, and then there's that young kid, and I was kind of communicating with him, and I cried a lot, man. I cried a lot, but it was just tears of relief. Like, fuck, like I'm like actually feeling this shit.
Yeah.
And I just kind of talked to that kid. I'm like, hey man, like, no, you went through some shit, but like I got it from here. Like, you don't gotta fucking feel scared and like feel like so alone and all that shit. It was kind of trippy. So like really feeling empathy for myself, because when I was younger, I really had to grow up fast, and I didn't get to experience like that feeling of childhood in a lot of ways, because I dealt with a lot of shit, and like my mom started smoking crack when I was 15 or 16, so I dealt with a lot of that shit, and seeing that like deteriorate her life, that was fucking rough. But just like, yeah, just feeling like deep empathy for myself, and just validating that emotional experience. So that felt really good to get a lot of closure on shit. And then also feeling empathy for a lot of the people in my lives. So like my father, who smoked crack, my brother, realized I wasn't being like a really good brother to him, because I've been focused on online business, all this shit, and I haven't like checked in with him emotionally. I'm like, hey man, like, how are you doing in life? Not like the superficial shit like we normally go to, but it's like, hey, how are you actually doing? Like, he's getting married, I want to check in, like, see he's making some big transitions in life, and just feeling a really deep empathy for a lot of people in my lives, and realizing I need to be more like vulnerable. I need to be the one to lead the way and be more vulnerable, because that gives people permission to open up. Like, you open up for other people and they'll open up with you, but you gotta kind of have the courage to put yourself out there in the first place. So just realizing, okay, like, I always seen myself as a follower growing up, because I was super shy. I didn't see myself as a leader at all. And just realizing you have this gift of having this like deep empathy toward other people, and you're okay with being vulnerable and opening up, and you need to have the courage to show that on a deeper level, or show that more in your life, whether that's on social media or with the relationships in your life. But you need to open up, and you need to lead with your heart, basically. And that was a big thing for me. So there's that. And then also like getting clarity with business and shit. Like, I had the ghostwriting agency, and I was still running that with like 5 clients. And I also have this ghostwriting coaching offer where I'm like helping people start their own ghostwriting business. And I was just thinking, like, well, why the fuck am I doing the ghostwriting agency, like, done for you work? Like, it's really detracting a lot of my focus. I'm dealing with a lot of bullshit, like client stuff, and it's like kind of stressful. So
And scalability just isn't there.
exactly, and it's like, well, I'm gonna put my focus on this one thing instead of like scattering it, like just be laser focused. So I cut 3 clients when I got back. So I only got like 2, and I got Joey handling all that shit. But yeah, getting clear on that, and then also with content too. Like one thing that kept coming up is like, don't treat your audience like, if you like speak, don't treat your audience like they're fucking idiots. No, that wasn't intentional, but like, don't be afraid to go deep on content and share like actual like high level shit, because you're gonna attract the people based on the content you put out. So if you're posting basic ass shit, you're only gonna attract basic level people. But if you want to attract like really cool people, high level people, you gotta go a bit deeper. Like fuck, don't chase engagement. Like,
Yeah.
put out the
That's
real
why Daniel
shit.
does so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hormozy.
100%. Yeah.
Especially in the B2B side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B2C, it makes sense to kind of dumb it down. Like you see,
Yeah.
Hormozy's the perfect example. Like earlier on, he's selling his own stuff. It's all pretty much B2B. It's very high level. Now, it's a little bit more watered down because he's going so mass market.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like it doesn't have to be one way or the other. You can rotate the content, right? You can do like some basic stuff, but like go deeper level in this area, like kind of just do different shit. But no, it was a really cool experience. Like, and just not even just the ayahuasca part and like tripping balls, even though that was fun, but like connecting with the people on the trip. Like it was majority women, like in their 40s and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was really cool.
My aunt might have been there. She lives in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
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 She was gonna do one, but her husband like broke his hand, so they couldn't do it. But
Quitter.
she'll probably do it eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
I'll
it's-
join. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I fuck Klein Ascension ayahuasca event. There we go.
With Mario.
That'd be wild.
Yeah, Mario is big into it too.
Yeah.
He's a mindset coach in
Yeah.
there. But a question I have for you is because I've been to like these group like settings, not with ayahuasca, but just with like holding space for vulnerability for just like men, like you were talking about, which is so rare, especially in like the money Twitter space, because it's all like, you know, like very masculine, and I feel like a lot of guys on there are just like scared to like go deeper, like you're talking about. And so I think it's cool that like you are in a position to lead that, you know, change. And so my question is like, how do you take that connection and those experiences you had in Costa Rica and bring it to like your family, like you're talking about with your brother, and even just with your audience on social media?
Yeah, so that's the biggest part, right? It's called the integration. It's like, yeah, it's all well that you have these realizations and stuff,
Yep.
but you got to act on it. So when I got back, I realized, okay, like I just need to talk to everybody in my life that's important to me and that I felt called to talk to. So yeah, I phoned a lot of my close friends. I phoned my brother. I phoned a bunch of people. I basically told them, hey, this is my experience, what I had, and this is the realization I had, and I just wanted to reach out and like have this conversation with you. Even my sisters too, like my little sisters, 13 and 12, and just talking to them on a deeper level, and it was so fucking nice, man. Just like my brother, he broke down like crying because I don't know, just the way I like talked to him, and I could tell it really meant a lot to him. And that meant a lot to me, like just seeing that impact.
Yeah, that type of connection that's not just at the surface level is so rare.
100%.
He was probably just grateful. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck, I feel like I got like my brother back.
Yeah, 100%, dude. So, yeah, and then I scaled back my clientele and still post shit posts and stuff, but like starting to go like a bit deeper on stuff, not being afraid to go deeper on subjects. But yeah, it was just mainly like, okay, I know what I need to do, and I'm just gonna do it. It's like exercising or whatever. It's like theory. That's like you just do this. All right, just do it. Then it's gonna have a good impact. And yeah, it had a really amazing impact on my life in such a short period. I also found God, dude. Like that's some fucking crazy shit. I've always been agnostic, not like Jesus or any like religion, but I'd say more like a spiritual experience where I just feel like God is the universe and it's like everything's connected, which was fucking trippy shit. But yeah,
What was that like?
it was intense. Like I don't know, the past few months I've felt this like not calling, but I felt this like pull in this direction. Like want to like experience something religious, or like I don't know what's out there. Like I want to believe in some type of God, but I just don't know what. And yeah, I've just been agnostic, but just going through that experience, and I could like feel the connection between life and death and humans and the earth and all that stuff. And it was more of a feeling. It wasn't like I wasn't getting talked to by any beings or stuff like that, but my entire experience was just feeling. And it's hard to explain. But
There's no explanation for it.
Exactly.
That's why, like, it's like instantly your mind goes to, like, there's something greater.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of, it's hard to imagine like it not like what we just like fucking. Oh, here's the fucking Earth and all these planets and shit, and it's like this ever expanding universe. It's like
The Higgs boson particle and the quarks
Yeah, dude.
were moving without anything being actually there, and then it exploded. And yeah, it seems like because even Albert Einstein, who's like, you know, I guess a lot of people regard as one of the smartest people of all time. Even he was like, there probably is a God out there.
Yeah.
That there's probably something, because you have the greatest minds in the world, and they just can't like conceptualize.
They can't explain it.
What started everything.
Yeah. And even if it's not real, who fucking cares? Like the impact of believing in some type of higher level of faith or something.
It's a net
huge.
positive to the world.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. It's like zero downside.
You ever seen that meme where it's like I can't remember who put it out, but it was like Christians, like, if we're right, you know, like after death if we're wrong, and then it's like atheists, if you're right, if you're wrong.
Yeah, asymmetric bets.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
always thought about that. It's like, fuck, dude. I better find religion or I'm fucked.
Honestly, if you think about it in terms of just like hedging your bets, you might as well. And like you said, it's not necessarily even like it's not even necessarily like committing to one religion. Obviously, like I've been religious my whole life, but like I know people who are just like more spiritual, people who are Islamic, like all these different things. I respect the fuck out of them. It's more so just about like leading like your life by these universal principles that pretty much all religions have.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you said, it's a risky bet if you don't.
Yeah, well, when you look at society too, it's like all comes from the Bible. A lot of what our societal beliefs are what we consider right? Like don't kill,
Everything.
don't steal, don't cheat, all that shit. It's like all stems from the Bible.
Yeah, and I think it's cool too, because like once you start that journey, like right now where you're at, it's like all new to you. But like once you go deeper into that, like things just start to crystallize. It's hard to explain, but it's just like such a beautiful path to go down.
It's such an interesting thing too. Is like all the smartest people I know, like in my friend group, they all believe in some type of God. And it's like, okay, like some kind of pattern here.
Yeah, why is that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you start to question it.
Yeah.
Go on your own spiritual journey. Well, I want to kind of pivot this in a way.
Also, are we pivoting back to business?
Yeah.
Before we pivot out, I just want to say, like, thank you for sharing all that.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah,
were
yeah.
super vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I hope when you were, like, talking to yourself, the chubby, anxious, younger Dakota, you told that kid to give himself a pat on the back.
Yeah,
because,
yeah, I
he
did,
grew up to
yeah.
be a fucking stud.
Yeah, dude. And that's what I try to do with my content. Like, it's not comfortable a lot of the times sharing shit, but I feel like it's good because it opens it up for like other people. Like, oh fuck, like I'm not the only one, right? So,
Yeah.
But I feel like totally comfortable doing it now. But a lot of the times back then, it was like, fuck, this is like really uncomfortable. But I think it's important. But yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I know I asked you like how are you going to bring it back to social media, and you literally just did in
Meta.
the last 20 minutes. So one of the themes that I'm getting from just learning more about you is like you've always been an action taker. Like anytime there's an opportunity, like with Twitter, or with like this ayahuasca trip, or with
Threads.
to jump on the opportunity and do something about it. So, bringing it back to business, we met for the first time in Dubai back in November last year, and you're at a point in your business where you're doing like the done for you, but you're also teaching people how to do ghostwriting. And so, talk about like that conversation was pretty dope. Like I got so much value from it. I still have like my notes from just sitting down and having cigars and like how to grow my personal brand and whatnot. But there's just like been this change in the industry from doing done for you to doing more of like a placement or recruiting model. Mm-hmm. And that's something that we're also doing now with the cold email side. And so just talk about what that transition was like for you.
Yeah, so for context, I built up a fairly decent sized audience over the past 2 years just writing online. but I
Huge
never.
audience,
But
Where
I
are you
never-
at now on IG? Like
IG's 227, and then Twitter's, I don't know, 230,000.
Wow.
And LinkedIn's like 27,000. Threads 21,000.
Threads 21,000 already,
Yeah, because people they follow you when.
based on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. So
Damn.
yeah, that was a huge boost. But yeah, like at that point, I probably had 200,000 followers on Twitter and 200,000 on Instagram. But I never sold anything to my audience. It was just like the done for you client work, and I just knew I had this huge opportunity. But I was trying to figure out, okay, how do I like, what's the best route to take? And then yeah, having a conversation with you, you mentioned the idea like, why don't you do like a cohort, like a coaching program, to show people how to do ghostwriting? And I that thought ran through my mind before. I was like, I don't know, but like hearing it come from you, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking run that up. Because before I was thinking, I'll just show them how to grow on social media, but I think the ghostwriting aspect was the right play. So I was like, okay, so I started getting stuff together, and January of 2023, this year, January of this year, I just put out an offer. I'm like, hey, like I'll show you how to start a ghostwriting business in 90 days, and made a VSL and all that shit, and just basically just marketed it on Twitter and booked a bunch of calls, and I didn't even have the program finished. I only had like one thing done. But I was like, I gotta market it, and then I'll just stay a week
Figure it
ahead.
out.
Like that's the biggest thing I've seen with high performers. They just market, then they fulfill.
Yep.
So that was a big thing, because I have a tendency to be a perfectionist and procrastinate shit. So that's where I was like, okay, we're launching on this date, book a call, all that stuff. So that was a big success, because I never sold anything before, and so I think people wanted to like buy. There's a lot of like pent up demand.
And
So
goodwill.
yeah, 100%. So that was huge, and we did. The first month cash collected was 155,000 cash collected.
What was the product? Like, what was the ticket size? And
It was
all that?
6,600 per seat, and yeah, man, it was we ripped it up. 150K cash collected, and then I think it was like 300K contract value, and got really good results for a lot of the people in the program. Like I really like big on trying to deliver like a
Yep.
really solid experience, and not even just the business aspect, but the emotional experience. So like sending personalized videos, hopping on calls with people one-on-one to intro them to the program. Like I took a note out of Client Ascension with that, because I was like, dude, that's fucking amazing. You guys do that. So I took a page from you guys with that, and yeah, man, just really good experience with all the people in there. Like we feel like really good friends and stuff like that. It's just fun seeing people win. And leveraged the social proof from that one for the second cohort I just launched last month, or I guess this month. I did the marketing last month, and offered that on Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn this time, or marketed it on there. And this time we did 250K cash collected. I don't even know what the fucking total contract value is. I'm bad at track. I'm so bad. But probably like 500K contract value. And
Jesus.
yeah, I just ripped it up. What I'm really excited about is because I just want to create content. I'm more like the content guy. Like I know a decent amount about business, but I'm not like super high level or optimizing shit. So
No CRM.
yeah, no CRM. When I told
Dan's like,
David,
how
Makes,
the
makes
fuck?
me sick.
I told David Jacobs that, he's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, "I know." Yeah, just roasted me. He's like, "You fucking idiot." I'm like, "Yeah, it still works though." But I'm really stoked to like get that shit dialed in, and just thinking about like the potential. Because right now I just create content. I'm like, fuck, like I got to do this business stuff and all that, but just dialing that stuff in. Like I hired my buddy Abdul to like handle that shit. So I'm really stoked for the future and like ripping things up. But it's cool, man. Like the thing with BizOp and like B2C is it's cool to see the impact you have on someone's life. Because with B2B, they're already usually doing decent.
Yep.
But like taking someone from this pain point of working a shitty job, no freedom, no location freedom, all that stuff, and then seeing people like 2, 3, 4 months later quit their job and go full time ghostwriting, like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
that's my biggest value in life is freedom. Like freedom to do what you want, live where you want, all that stuff. So to be able to help people do that is very fulfilling for me. Also, you make a fucking bag running that up, but like it's really fulfilling. It gives me a lot of purpose doing that. But yeah, it's been a cool experience.
Well, the big thing is you're helping that past version of yourself, right? Because you're also in that same situation. You were working, like you said, 12 to 14 hours a day in like this brutal industry.
Yeah.
And then you found the online space. And so I think that's where, especially for us with Client Ascension, what I've realized is like all fulfillment in business comes from like serving a past version of yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's just cool to be in a position to do that.
Yeah, and even content too. Like that's the biggest thing I tell people is like, what were the problems you've had? Like, what was the problem you had last week or a few months ago or a few years ago? Like, talk about that. Talk about your experience and stuff. And that's the content that really resonates, I find, because you know it so well and you understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing.
Christian's here.
Hey guys, you guys let me talk.
I feel like I just haven't heard your voice.
Alrighty, gang.
Alrighty, gang.
Let's get it into it, diggity dog.
Back in time out.
He gets chirped out of his question.
I don't even know if I had a question. I don't even want to be around anymore. No. So you growing on Twitter, like Twitter's all obviously written content, right? It's your thoughts, your ability to write, but Instagram is all video and like camera presence. So walk me through being able to grow on Instagram, like not being a one-trick pony and only growing on Twitter.
Yeah, so Instagram's an interesting one. A lot of it's trends. Like when I got on Instagram, so Dan Coe, he ripped up to like 200K followers within 2 months or something, a month.
Jesus.
And then I was living with him at the time, and I was like, shit, I gotta get on this. Like,
That was with you and JK and Dan Coe.
yeah,
That's
that was dope, dude.
What a house.
Yeah, we had some
Talked about
time.
it on the podcast with JK. We were talking about
It
it.
was awesome. Nicotine, fucking just ripping tweets, fucking going out, all that stuff. But yeah, Instagram, we ripped that up pretty good. So Dan Coe grew, and then our buddy Ross, he grew, and then I was like, okay, I gotta get on this. And all we were doing is taking our best performing content from Twitter, posting as a screenshot on Instagram, and we just grew like crazy. I couldn't believe it. I honestly, I grew to 180,000 followers in 2 months just posting screenshot tweets. Of
How does that?
Yeah.
How does the algorithm do?
Like
how
the
does that work?
carousels, right?
Yeah, like the carousel. I don't even know, man. Like it was like a trend or some shit.
Maybe it's because people are reading it and like
But
staying
like
on
I
it
feel like
for
only
so
reels
much
have that
longer.
organic reach. Like,
Now it does. Like back then, since it was a trend, I don't know what the hell is going on, but basically the carousels. So if a carousel pops in someone's feed and they don't engage with it, when they refresh their feed, it will show the next slide in the carousel. So you have another opportunity to get them to engage with your post. So we were doing that, and we were going hard. Dude, if you look at the start of my feed, it was instantly 1,000 likes, 2,000, 10,000, like just every single post, because I was getting Dan to share my shit and Ross to share my stuff to their Instagram story, which gave it a nice boost. But dude, like people like said I bought followers and shit. Like I don't blame you for thinking that, but dude, it was fucked. Like just rode that trend. But yeah, like it died down with that, and then yeah, short form video content's the way. If you want to grow to like a new audience, so the way I say it is carousels is for nurturing, because it'll show majority of it to the people that follow you now, and then video content's what's going to get the reach to new followers, because it's going to go on the Reels tab and all that, discover. Yeah. And then with the Reels, all I do is take my best performing tweets, and then that's my video script. I'll like add a little bit, but basically you have the hook, the first 3 seconds. You get good when you like write threads on Twitter, what hooks work and stuff, especially as a ghostwriter. So you're doing so much volume. So I just got good at writing hooks, and then yeah, I feel like I'm decent on a camera, so I think that helps. But yeah, just now if you want to grow, it's like the Reels. It's huge. And then now we're doing animations too, like the ones that Dan Coe and Zach do. Shout out to Jack Butcher, he's the one that started it. So he doesn't get enough credit for that, but
Who's the guy who does them all, actually?
Hunter Weiss.
He did the ones for Zach and Dan, and I got my friend Life Design on Twitter, Life DSN, fucking G with animations. But yeah, like those take a lot of work, man. Those
I could tell.
They
like,
take a
yeah.
lot of hours of animating. I'm like, fuck, dude. feel bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Reels, that's the way to grow on Instagram. Yeah.
And now Threads.
Now Threads, the Threads app from Mark Zuckerberg.
Threads.
Yes.
Did you struggle like getting on camera, or was that pretty simple for you?
So before Twitter, I tried YouTube. I could not do it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, it was horrible. But I
You
feel
didn't have the Christian alrighty gang.
Yeah, no,
That's how you
He
got.
already got
Oh, hey guys, you want to make 10K a month?
I'll shoot a BSL like that.
Bro, Chris just gets flamed on every episode.
He just chuckles the clown. We gotta have Kai like editing a clown face on him right here.
No, but the Threads app is pretty cool. It's it's just like Twitter, right? I mean, the reach is way better on Threads right now. Well, it's trendy right now, so
Yeah.
a lot of stuff's being popped off, and first mover advantage too, right? Like if you're on,
I was gonna say you're probably one of the like top 1%
Yeah.
of people on there.
yeah,
At the
just-
moment.
yeah, just because I had the big Instagram audience, and you just hit follow all the people you follow on Instagram when you like log in. You have that option, so I just blew up to like 21,000 pretty quick, and dude, I'm getting more reach on Threads than I am on Twitter.
Wow.
Uh,
With 21,000 followers compared
Yeah,
to 230,000.
yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
I love that though, because now Twitter's gonna come back.
Yeah, I'm excited because
Well-
Elon's got to create like better shit,
Better
now.
content.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So like the biggest thing that it sounds like you do a really good job with is catching trends and like just going all in on the trend once it's a thing. And so like with Threads, what's the strategy there?
I'm just taking my best performance shit on Twitter. I'm just gonna post it on there.
Post it on
That's
there.
pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might experiment. I don't know if you can post videos on Threads. I'm gonna try that.
I think it's like up to 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna throw everything.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's see
Why
what
not?
happens.
Yeah.
I think right now, especially, you want to do high volume because you're gonna get the most rewards right now. It's like TikTok back in the day. Like everyone's just going viral. Even now, it's pretty good, but because they want to get people on that app, so they want to promote like the best content, all that stuff. So if you go hard now, I think there's a huge advantage on the Threads app from Mark Zuckerberg.
An Instagram app.
Yeah. So I would definitely be
Mark
taking
Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Dogecoin.
Andrew Tate.
With Jake Paul.
Andrew Tate should get on the Threads app with
Him and
Elon
Trump.
Musk. Yeah, definitely Trump.
They should do
2023.
spaces with like Ukraine and Russia. Putin.
Zelensky.
This episode gets like 1 million views. We cracked the
Like these
code
guys
to
are
viral
People
autistic.
are
podcast.
coming to it for all different reasons, and they're like, "What the fuck? What is this?"
Aliens.
Like, damn, did he really shit himself?
Yeah, you just cut up the content so it makes me look like I'm shitting myself.
Oh shit.
No, it's a great strategy, though.
Also, do you want to light up that cigar?
Oh fuck! I totally
Yeah.
forgot there's.
Yeah,
I was
look it
gonna
up.
say we'll filibuster.
You
for a
gotta-
little bit.
You won't.
You got a.
You won't.
cigar. Oh, it's already.
Oh, it's
never
cut.
mind.
We got it.
come
cut.
on.
We've done
Yeah.
this a couple times.
We're experts here.
Christian, how you feeling now? About an hour in.
I'm good, man. The Red Bull is God's nectar, bro. It's you drink a Red Bull and you're back in the game.
Nectar of the gods. That's what me and Chandler.
Bro,
call
midway
Diet
through the
Coke.
event in London, I just got off the yacht, went to a store, bought a Red Bull, and I was like, I'm right back.
Got off the yacht. Look at this guy.
Got off the yacht.
The hotel, sorry. Weird. Just a floating. It was a boat that didn't move. Just sat there. But it was a hotel and a conference center.
There's a hotel.
Yeah.
On the water.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
just
it's
a
a
yacht
yacht
that just
hotel.
doesn't move.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It was great for marketing, though. We're like, client ascension event on a yacht. Everyone's like, sign me up.
And they're like, when does it go out? We're like, it doesn't.
You're out.
I want my money back.
When we got there, we were setting up the camera and equipment and stuff with Cam. And he was like trying to plug in his stuff. He blew like 3 outlets. I'm like, we're going down. This is going to be like the Titanic.
Yeah, it was the audio setup there
Titanic
was
submarine?
A nightmare. Submarine. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Ocean Gate. That's another good one for SEO.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ocean Gate.
Ocean
yeah.
Gate.
Pizza
We're
Gate.
just hitting them all. And we're
We're gonna get a bunch of Alex
Wait,
Jones
what's Ocean Gate?
The Titanic thing. The submarine.
Oh, okay.
Say it again for
I-
SEO.
Submarine?
Yeah.
Or Ocean
Titanic.
Summer memes. There was a lot of memes of that. There were a lot of memes.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Yeah, so
but
talk about
I
your
didn't make
experience
'em.
on the submarine.
On Ocean Gate? Yeah, no, dude, Ocean Gate was tight.
It was tight.
It was tight.
People died, guys.
Would recommend.
Come on. Let's have a quick moment of silence.
Bro, I can't take it serious right now. I'm
So
bad.
fucked up.
I'm bad at this.
There's people that think it was a conspiracy. where they're like, oh yeah, a bunch of billionaires, they just disappeared and shit, and they're just, I don't
They
know.
faked their own death.
Yeah, they faked
Yeah.
it. It's like, okay.
Did you see the thing with like Mr. Beast? Remember you showed me that tweet.
Oh yeah, that was
Mr.
so
Beast,
bizarre.
Mr. Beast.
So
SEO.
so Mr.
Oh.
Beast, people were like roasting him on Twitter because he had a text where it was essentially like, hey, if you want to come on the submarine, blah 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 blah. So he was saying like, oh man, it's crazy to think, and he tweeted this from his main account that I could have been on that submarine,
What?
but the text that sent out was blue. So it came from him. So they're like, wait, dude. It made it look like he texted himself this and screenshotted it
Yeah.
in order to just have like the tweet and the story.
To be
So
like,
everybody
oh.
in the comments was like roasting him and like sending themselves text messages
Yeah.
like, "Hey, it's Elon Musk. Want to go to Mars?" And it's just like,
Wait,
and I'm not sure if he took it down.
Yeah,
he was saying he got like an invite to go on the submarine, but the text was clearly like from his side and
blue.
blue. So it was on it. It was like his.
It was
text.
like,
What?
hey, Jimmy, like, you want to go on this submarine to see the parts of the Titanic from
What?
himself.
That's
It was
Damn.
sus.
Honestly, how did they not have the technology to save those people?
bro.
Well, they just died instantly.
You think?
You're in
100%.
the gutter of the
pressure.
ocean, man. That's my word of the day.
Like the pressure at that level, they just would have died instantly.
No, but I'm saying, how did they get lost?
Oh,
Like-
I have no idea. That was kind of sketchy rig from what I've heard.
Yeah.
what do you
'cause-
mean, bro?
I read that James Cameron, I don't know if this could have definitely been a fake.
The ocean
tweet,
doesn't get
had
like
been down there like tons of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he
100%.
did the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was an interesting one. I think it was this.
And it was a CEO
the ocean's
was
like no one's explored the
distraction
ocean like
from
that.
what was going on in the media. It was like some Hunter Biden stuff.
Hunter Biden's laptop.
Yeah.
doing
boy.
cocaine and driving 170 miles
That's the
an hour.
one
in
SEO
a
we
we
Porsche.
don't want.
Yeah, dude. Like that's crazy shit. Like the propaganda machine.
Yep.
With everything.
They could just turn
Totally
it
true.
on.
Yeah. It's
Just
nuts.
some random submarine in the ocean. that
Hunter
no one
Biden,
actually
cocaine,
cares.
White House.
Dude,
No, we're
getting
getting
it all in
derank
there.
now.
People definitely care about the submarine though. Like that's an insane story. It was the CEO of the company. He's a billionaire.
Yeah, I mean that's a cool story. Well, not actually that cool, but
Cool.
It's
That's
sad. It's
pretty sad.
tragic.
But like, again, it's the propaganda machine that's just turning on these stories that otherwise wouldn't really get talked
I
about.
respect
to that
Hunter
level.
Biden.
You respect what?
I respect Hunter Biden, bro. He's taking full use of that power he has.
You think it was his cocaine in the White House?
Yeah.
You
No.
see, like they
He
like
gets
shut
paid like
down,
$1
the
million
West-
bucks to
they
like
shut down,
intro a
the
meeting
whole-
to his dad. The dad Joe shows up. He doesn't know where the fuck he is. He's like collects his million and walks away.
You see, they shut down like the entire West Wing. They're like the
shit
West
my
Wing has been
pants.
evacuated because they found cocaine. Like, grow up. We got a country to run. Vacuum it up. And
I heard
move
it was
on.
actually Donald Trump's from the last term. They said he left it there.
Could have been.
Yeah.
JFK's like, hold my beer. He's probably ripping that shit.
What do you actually think? Not Threads versus Twitter, but Zuckerberg versus Elon. You hear about
Like the fight, the actual fight. I think Zuckerberg's gonna fuck him up.
Me too.
Because he's training jiu-jitsu for the past few years.
Yeah.
And he's actually winning competitions. Like Elon's a big guy. Don't get me wrong.
I was gonna say Elon's.
He ain't-
He's built like a
big
Cybertruck.
oaf.
He's kind. I think he's gonna tire out. Like,
Yeah.
he's a big rig. And he's not exactly like in the best of shape.
No.
I want Elon to whoop his ass, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like jiu-jitsu's fuck, dude. You can fuck some people up with
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu.
You do jujitsu?
I did jiu-jitsu for like 10 years growing up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I haven't done it since I was 16, but dude, that's gotten me out of some sticky situations. Like you do some judo throw on some guy and you take him to the floor. Like people don't know what the fuck's going on. You take someone to the floor, they have no idea what the fuck. Like their world just got flipped upside down because they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have some fisticuffs like standing up and shit. You do some fucking crazy like arm triangle shit, they're fucking done. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're also one of those people on Twitter that's just like randomly really strong. When did you get like into lifting? I saw him like I don't know when this video was, but you were just like repping 3 plates. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, I've been lifting for 13 years now. I started when I was 13. I started when I was 12. Because one memory that's always stuck out to me was I was in class, like grade 8 or whatever, grade 7, and I remember I was in near the front of the class and teacher's talking, and then there's like a pause where she was talking, and I remember the kid in the back of the class, he was talking to his friend like Dakota, that fat kid, and just like everyone heard, and it was so humiliating, just like I don't know, so like someone talking shit like that, and I was just so fucking humiliated. I just hated that feeling. And I've had people call me a chubby chunker before and like shit
Same,
like
bro.
that. Yeah, dude. It's not a good feeling. And I
That's
just,
lifelong motivation, though, right?
dude, straight up. And I fucking turned that into fuel. I was like, fuck those guys. Like, I just felt that pain. I think a lot of people need to go through, like, maximum pain before they make a change in their life. And I fucking felt that early on. I was like, fuck this shit. So I started going to YMCA boot camps before school. Wake up at, like, 5 a.m. I'd go with my mom's boyfriend. And I would work out like a fucking maniac because it was these TRX classes where you got the military bands and then have this drill sergeant instructor, and you're just like sweating buckets, just like working your ass off. And did that for a few months, and I was addicted, man. Like I worked out. There's often times where I worked out so hard where I threw up. I had to run to the bathroom to throw up. And but it felt so fucking good. I was like, yeah, like I was like killing this old version of myself I did not like or respect. And
To be fair to that old version, I mean, I would have been fat as shit if I was in Canada. You
yeah.
got poutine, you got beaver
dude,
tails.
maple syrup.
Yeah.
Oh, I love maple syrup, man.
Molson Ice.
Dude. Oh,
Damn,
fuck.
13
That's
years
one thing
off.
I miss.
That's serious.
Yeah, dude. And then I started training weights with my brother. That was a big thing. He got me into weight training, and we started lifting weights. And then I just loved it because I remember seeing the first change ever in my body where I could see like kind of like the taper there, and I was like, I stared in the mirror for 20 minutes. I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. You start to kind of like yourself a lot more.
Yeah.
And I just got addicted to that. And you see like more progression. And then I was like, dude, yeah. And it was crazy too because you spent all these months to see this little change, but it's so meaningful to you. And you just get addicted. You're like, okay, how can I optimize this and that? So I just got hooked. And that was a big lesson for me in life too. Early on was you're consistent with something long enough, and you do the right actions, even if it's a small incremental increase in progress, it's still so fucking rewarding. You get addicted to it. So that was huge for me. But yeah, I've been lifting for 13 years.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. Like too, it's like, you're just the writer guy, and like my profile picture, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
That profile picture was when I was 19 too. I haven't
No
changed
way.
it.
Really?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I feel like changing it would like almost throw your audience off, right?
It'll fuck your engagement. That's why I haven't
Because
changed
they're
it.
so used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People recognize faces more than names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's why Daniel can never change his little logo.
he's fucked. Sorry, you're a wizard forever, bro.
You're a wizard forever.
Yeah.
45 years, CEO Dumbledore. Like, bro, you're still a wizard. Our company's on the S&P 500. Grow up.
Grow up. One of the cool things about growing an audience and a personal brand on social media is just like the opportunities it opens yourself up to. Like, I guess going into like story, you're really good at storytelling too, dude. Like with the details and everything, like I could picture myself in like these different situations with you. And so it makes it like very entertaining. So what are some of the cool stories that have only been possible through building a personal brand?
Well, I mean, like, I'm here now, which is like
Yeah.
fucking crazy,
Fire.
right? Like, isn't that nuts? Like, you
Yeah.
just meet people from Twitter and shoot a podcast,
Yeah.
fucking go to a Luke Combs concert, shit like that. I lived with Dan Coe for 5 months. I'm in Austin, Texas. Travel the fucking world. I write tweets. Like, what the fuck? Like, I tell
crazy.
people that. Like, what? It's good for inbound leads with dating and stuff like that. They ask for, like, you're on Tinder or Bumble. Like, what's your Instagram? I'm like, hold my beer. It's just flex on. No, just kidding.
Not actually though.
Yeah, no. Yeah. The biggest thing is the relationships, like the people you meet.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest thing with entrepreneurship is it's such a fucking lonely road. You're the black sheep of your friends, your family, all of that. And especially early on, like you don't have this community. You're like, fuck, like, am I on the right path? You're doubting yourself. And then your family's like, oh, maybe you should like go back to college, or your friends are like, is that going to work, dude? That's kind of risky. And you can, that can get in your fucking head. And I think that's one of the biggest things that holds people back when it comes to entrepreneurship or business. They just, the self-doubt, and they don't stick with it long enough.
Yeah.
They just feed into the negativity. So having a platform or having account on Twitter, you meet other like-minded people that are fucking crazy or like black sheeps of their family, and you just feel like you belong. You know, it's like this community. You're all going on this journey together, and just connecting with other people, learning from each other. Like fucking meeting you. You gave me the idea for the cohort. It was just fucking life-changing. And also, like, downloading people's streams of consciousness too. It's fucking crazy as that sounds, but
Yeah,
Neuralink, Elon Musk. No, but
AI.
but like, if you follow the right people and you're literally brainwashing yourself. Like whether you follow thirst traps or fucking, I don't know, cold email wizard or whoever, like you're literally downloading that person's consciousness in your brain subconsciously or consciously.
Cold email wizard's on a thirst trap.
You want my fucking B2C offer, OnlyFans. But no, it's really powerful. And it's really reframed how I view a lot of my life too, and just my approach to life, and just seeing what's possible. If you don't know it's possible, you're not even gonna try. So seeing a lot of these young dudes just killing it, make 10K a month, it's like, oh shit, like that's possible.
Yep.
I remember hearing Dan Coe hit 50K a month like a few years ago. My jaw literally dropped. I was like, you can make 50K a fucking month? Like what? That's fucking crazy.
It's like the scene in Wolf of Wall Street
What?
where he's like, "Show me your fucking pay stub."
Oh,
That says
yeah,
you made
yeah,
52
yeah,
grand. I'll
yeah,
quit my
yeah.
job right now and do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, "All right, here you go."
And you just see what's possible. You're like, oh shit, like I can do that. You know?
I think that's the biggest thing is like when you're in your hometown and you're around other people that aren't doing anything remotely similar, you're kind of just in that mindset of like, what makes me so special? Why would I be able to actually achieve this? And when you find that community of different people doing the same stuff, it's like a complete mindset shift to why wouldn't I be able to do it? Like I know Andre's cool, but he's not like a super genius,
Come
right?
on, bro.
And like I know this guy, he honestly doesn't even seem smart, and he's ripping 100K a month.
Yeah.
It's just,
Pointing to Marco?
Fuck you, Marco.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, boy, this guy's not even smart. He's about to shut off the whole camera and everything.
I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot Marco was there.
Oh shit. That's even worse.
He's just sitting in the
Even
corner.
worse. Stop talking, bro. We gotta get this episode out somehow.
Shout out Marco filling in for Mr. Producer Scott. Let's get what's your socials, Marco? No socials. All right, just comment. I love you, Marco, on this
Yeah.
video. If one person does it, that's enough to make up for my mistakes.
Boy, where were we going with that?
I honestly forgot. Oh yeah, just like when you're surrounded by other entrepreneurs, like you're like, okay, it's really not impossible.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest barrier that you have to break. And if you need a community, clientascension.com.
Would recommend.
Click the button.
The cool thing too is like I think I saw you post about this actually. Like when you quit college, part of the decision was because you were learning more from being on Twitter. And so being on Twitter, there's opportunities for business to push content and whatnot. But just scrolling through the timeline and exposing yourself to like Cold Email Wizard, Nick Verge, like some of these guys that are posting really valuable content, like you're upgrading yourself through that, which is just the education that you can gain.
You just
through-
blow O's, bro.
Yeah. I looked up a YouTube video one time. I was like, I want to look like a gangster.
We need a thumbnail. That's it right there.
O's. But yeah, dude, the education on there is just insane. And then just being like, I like, what was this? Is actually a good question. Is like, what was your biggest learning living with Dan Coe and J.K. Molina? Would you say
The speed of execution. So they just launch shit. They don't hesitate. Because they understand. Okay, so for example, I wanted to launch a social media cohort where I showed people, okay, this is how you grow on socials, all of that stuff. And I thought I had to build out everything and have it all done. And then I start marketing it and all of that stuff. And I remember I was working on this cohort for like fucking months, and I was trying to perfect everything, and I gotta write this module and blah blah blah. It's gotta follow this framework, and just fucking overcomplicating it. And then I went to a festival with Dan, and we're driving back the next day, and he's just fucking hung over as shit. And he has this idea for this cohort. He starts working on it that fucking night, and he gets the marketing ready, and he just fucking launches. He remarkets it, and he didn't have any of it fucking built out. I mean, he had like the first week. And he started marketing it, and he just fucking staying a week ahead.
Yep.
And he was just, all right, got to do this module this week. I'm going to write it, blah, blah, blah. And it was a huge hit and kicked ass. And same with JK. Like, he had this idea for starting this Twitter account, the best marketing ads of all time or something. And he just, that day, just fucking launched it, started growing it like crazy. And here I am, like, months into this, like, trying to do this cohort shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, I just felt like a piece of shit. And I was like, fuck, I just need to get this out. Like, what am I doing? And yeah, so I was like, okay. And that was the reason I joined Client Ascension too, because I wanted some accountability. Like, I wanted to like feel some skin in the game. Like, okay, I'm investing in this coaching, and now I was like, I definitely got to like implement this shit and incorporate it and launch it. but yeah, man, like I was like, okay, I'm taking a note from these guys. It's like speed of execution, because you need to see if there's even market demand.
Yeah.
Like, what if you spend all these months creating this program, you don't even know if like people are interested. Like, you just gotta throw shit out there and then you fulfill. And then also it's like you add that urgency where you're not gonna dilly dally or perfect shit. You're like, no, this shit's gotta be out by this day at this time, and if I don't, like those people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So having like that maybe fake accountability that you just that
It's
you
just
place
like
on
we're
yourself.
naturally competitive, right?
Yeah.
And one of the cool things too is because I asked JK that same question of like, what did you learn living with Dakota and Dan, and he said the same thing. So I feel like we're all our like own like worst critic, because JK was like, man, like being around these guys, I felt like I was doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like Dakota and Dan, like their work ethic is unbelievable. And then I asked you, and you're the same thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
around JK and Dan, I feel like I'm
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
So if we ask Dan, I'm sure he's gonna say the same thing.
Dan's a fucking robot, dude. That guy's
Yeah.
crazy. That guy's fucking nuts. Like, he is so like fucking focused on shit, and he goes on walks a lot. Like, he got me.
Walks?
He walks like, fucking hours every day. Like, he'll like work, take a break, go walk, and listen to an audiobook or whatever, and then fucking work, take a walk. Like, that guy actually walks a lot. And then he got me into walking a lot during the time. I got shredded while I was in Texas. I'm listening to audiobooks, taking calls on walks, fucking 3 hours a day, like just getting shredded. But yeah, no, Dan's a fucking really cool dude. He's very stoic too. Like, yeah, I didn't expect him to be so stoic when I met him. Like,
Yeah.
just like emotionless sometimes.
zen.
I brought the idiot out of him. I have that gift where I just act like a fucking idiot, and then other people are like fucking hey, hey diggity dog, like shit like
Alrighty,
all right.
Yeah, I was texting Nick Verge yesterday. I'm like, we're interviewing Dakota tomorrow. What should we ask him? He's like, dude, the stuff I talk about with Dakota, like, it's not even worth talking about. It's just autistic shit. I'm like, thanks. Very helpful.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah, we got a very close relationship of autism, and that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Should we jump into the lightning
Lightning
round
round?
here?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Lightning round time. You ready?
Did I put my hand on that?
Yep. Answer the question before your hand lights on fire.
I was like, what was that?
Here we go.
First time a guest has ever been threatened live on the pod.
Answer.
yeah.
No. Basically, just a series of quick questions. Pretty simple, man. I think you're going to do good at this. You ready?
I'm
If you
ready.
could have dinner with any three people, who would they be and why?
Elon Musk, because I don't know, he's just an interesting character. Andrew Tate would be cool because he's an interesting character. And fuck, Joe Biden. 'Cause he's an interesting character.
No, it'd just
What
be
did I order?
legendary to have him there with Tate.
Oh my
and
god,
Elon,
that would be
imagine.
fucking great. That would be great.
That'd be hilarious.
Wow.
He's the smartest in the room for sure.
Yeah. Of course. Sharpest.
Oh, yeah.
Sharpest. That's my
Yeah.
president.
Sharp as tack. I'm going to take your one that you usually ask and switch it up completely. But if you could have one meal, let's say, you did actually
Yeah.
have Alzheimer's. God forbid that ever happened. But like, this is your last meal. What's the appetizer, entree, and dessert? What does that look like?
Oh, fucking appetizer. Fuck. I'm doing like equations in my head. Appetizer.
You only get one, bro. This is the last one ever.
Fuck, I don't know. Crab cakes. Crab
Okay.
cakes for appetizer.
All right.
Entree, easy. It would be a ribeye steak, but like it would be
Wagyu
crusted.
ribeye?
It would be crusted, like kind of burnt a little
You gotta
bit.
go to meat market.
Medium
good,
rare.
Good sear. Good sear, medium rare.
Yeah.
Bone in, bone out.
Bone in.
Bone in. For the last one. I agree.
Yeah. Dessert, maybe like Oreo cheesecake. Oreo
Ooh.
cheesecake, 100%.
Fire.
Yeah.
We
That's
had
a
that
great
not too
one.
We
long
had that
ago.
at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh,
So
fuck.
good.
It was busting.
So good.
Diabetes.
It was
Type
cool.
2.
It's so good, though. Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
So good, bro. I want you to also ask the Jeff Bezos question. That's a good one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So,
Just for the SEO,
of course, for that. How have we not mentioned Bezos?
Is
I
Jeff
know.
Bezos on Threads? Is he on the Threads
I
app?
don't know. He's on.
He's in space or something.
He's on TRT for sure. He's bigger than you.
He doesn't exist in society. Like when people don't see him out, like
He's just on yachts with just.
so they just have. Do billionaires just have like a different places they go? Like,
Yeah. So let's say Jeff Bezos walks in here. He hears that there's somebody who's really, really good at writing, and he basically just wants to like buy your business because of your brain. And he's like, okay, I will buy everything that you're doing right now. Here's $100 million, non-compete for the next 20 years on ghostwriting. What do you do next?
Oh, I just create content. I just love fucking creating content and like writing stories and I don't know, like kind of doing I like self-improvement. Like I like talking about self-improvement shit that's worked for me. But yeah, like I'm gonna be creating content until I fucking die probably. And then I'm also gonna get a PlayStation 5 and play the new Spider-Man game.
Nice.
Dude, I used to be the biggest video game nerd.
Really?
I haven't played video games in years, man. But seeing that Spider-Man
Bro.
game, I haven't played the first one, so I'm gonna buy the first one. And when I get to Canada, first thing I'm doing is buying a fucking PlayStation 5. I'm playing the first fucking Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm playing Spider-Man 2 when that shit drops in October. I don't give a fuck what anyone says on Twitter. Like, you're fucking fuck you. You don't make any fucking money. Fuck you. I'm gonna play fucking Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna be Venom and all that shit. I'm gonna do crazy shit. I'm gonna swing like pew pew and fucking just go hard. So
Bro, Christian, you remember what I did in college, remember?
Yeah.
I was big into video games growing up, and then I just went, I just didn't play for the longest time, and then I saw that Spider-Man game come out, bought a PlayStation
Dude,
just to play that
video
game.
games are like the most fun shit to do with your friends ever.
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
just NHL or just getting my ass beat at 3 a.m. in the boxing game and fucking Pete.
Dude, that Spider-Man game, though, it hits
Yeah.
different.
Well, I've noticed a pattern where a lot of people that used to play video games, they're in online business, or they do well in online business because they just turn that shit into a video game, you know?
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
Cold Email Wizard had a tweet about that too.
RuneScape?
Like, yeah, RuneScape or some shit. Yeah. So that's a lot of video game nerds make a shit ton of money because they're just like,
Oh, let's fucking level up this area, you know?
or like same with the gym is like you're kind of increasing your strength stats.
Yep.
Talking to women, you're increasing your charisma skill. you
So
know?
video games, and you're going to be more of an influencer. I guess like if there's no biz op angle, if there's no B2B angle, what type of influencer would you be? It's self-improvement, fitness. Like what interests you most?
Probably like self-improvement. I like I resonate with Dan Coe's content a lot.
Yep.
I mean, he goes deeper on like the spiritual and stuff aspect, but I really like just enjoy talking about shit that's worked for me or like reframing things, stuff like that. Yeah.
It makes sense given what you talked about earlier. Just having empathy for others.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Trying to help
100%.
people in that situation.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, my question is like, okay, you want to create content for the rest of your life, but for whatever reason, you can only create one more piece of content. What would you say in like this 2-minute reel?
I think I would just give like a brief synopsis of my journey, like where I started and then where I ended up, because I think stories are how you change people's lives is with stories. And that's why I like trying to incorporate storytelling with my writing, because you're not just saying, hey, do this. You're saying, hey, I did this and this affected me and my life in this way. And it shows people what's possible. Like, it gives them an actual, like, real life, tangible thing. And I think it resonates. It's more entertaining too, like a story. Like, why do we all go to the movies? Storytelling. Why do we play video games? Storytelling and 360 no scope, ladder stall, fucking trick shots and shit. It's pretty tight. But yeah, I think.
Capture the flag, teabag.
Yeah. Pussy, fuck your mom. But yeah, like I give like a brief story on like my journey and like tell them like, hey, do this. This is what worked for me, and yeah.
Sweet, bro.
Damn.
That was such a fun episode.
That was good. That was
That
good.
a
Full
lot of
autism.
fun, bro.
Yeah.
Full of autism.
I think
Covered a
I
lot.
think people like this one. They'll have a good time.
Elon, Rogan, Dogecoin,
Rogan,
Mars.
we haven't even
Yeah.
mentioned Rogan.
Follow me on the Threads app by Mark Zuckerberg.
I was gonna say, last question is like, where can people find you online?
Yeah, so on Instagram and the Threads app by Mark Zuckerberg. My @ is at Yo Dakota or Yoda Coda. You like Yoda? Like, Yoda I am. And then on Twitter, it's Wrongs to Right, WRITE. LinkedIn, Dakota Robertson. I don't even know if you have a username on LinkedIn. Fuck LinkedIn. But yeah,
Fucking
Boom.
That's a wrap.
bro.
Boom.
Fucking-
boom. That's banging.
Good shit, man.
Damn, that was dope.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.